Alright, so now I will talk about biogeography. So what is biogeography? So biogeography is the study of distributions of species and ecosystems through geographical space. So zoogeography is the study of animals, while phytogeography is the study of plants. So biomes are communities of plants and animals, and there are common adaptations of organisms for the environment, which gives them their characteristics. So as you can see on this map, we see these are the list of biomes, which I will go to in more detail on the next slides. So here is a graph of the biomes corresponding to climate. So there's temperature and precipitation on this kind of triangle graph, so we can see the levels of vegetation. And these are described in two ways, first in kind of more diagram form, and the other more in a more numerical graph form. So I'll let you kind of guess each of the biomes. So take a look and I'll explain. You can pause the video, think about it, and then continue. So this biome is the tundra biome. So it is often found in more polar areas where there's permafrost in the ground, and this prevents plants from growing very high. And so it's limited to like small plants and small shrubs, and you can find them, for instance, in Siberia and Canada. Now this next one is grasslands. And so these are areas with relatively low precipitation, but enough to sustain the growth of grasses. And so, one example of this is the prairies of North America. So this one is deserts. So deserts very dry. They can be either hot or cold, just very dry and don't sustain a whole lot of plant life, a lot of sand. And I guess some examples, the Sahara Desert and in Africa and the Gobi Desert in Asia. So this one is the taiga. So the taiga is a lot of coniferous trees, very cold climates, and an example of that is Siberia and northern Canada. So this one is deciduous forest, temperate deciduous forest, and these are biomes with trees that have leaves. So that's what deciduous means. An example is Eastern North America and Ontario and a lot of places in Europe as well. This one is temperate rainforest. So this biome is relatively temperate temperatures, but a lot of rainfall. So an example of this is the Pacific Northwest. So Vancouver, British Columbia is an example of this. So this one is tropical rainforest. And so the basic example is the Amazon rainforest, which receives high temperature and high precipitation all year round. Okay, so kind of talk a bit about the Cenozoic. So that's the current eon right now. And so basically what happened is there was this Paleocene, Eocene thermal maximum. So there were kind of temperature fluctuations based on the Milankovitch cycles. And this is kind of based on this diagram here. So you can see the three factors: eccentricity, obliquity, and precession. So kind of the different shape of the orbit, axial tilt, and the kind of precession of the axis. And then this kind of caused glaciations and heating, and then during the mid-Pliocene, for example. And then this is kind of like the subdivisions of the Cenozoic eon. And so now we're in the Holocene, and so kind of the most recent interglacial period. So as the ice melted, large rivers and glacially dammed lakes formed, and sea levels rose by over 130 meters, causing massive changes to existing coastal environments and also creating new ones. But then even given this, we must also not deny that there's climate change. Like human-induced climate change is still very much real, and accelerating this process even more. Okay, thanks for watching this section.